But not least the band of the plan, the big band on campus. Please welcome John DeKoven's.
Hey, thank you. I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before. No, I meant not the wedding, Okay, but I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I did not know how, I just am so honored that so many people want to be here to celebrate my birthday. And for those of you who don't know, yes, it is really my birthday, and I have a great joke, but it's an adults-only one. You'll have to come see me later to hear it. But I met Julie a little over 2 years ago, and it's been wonderful. And I am here to tell all of you today that Julie is going to be the last woman that I am ever with. Because if this doesn't work, I'm turning gay. Anyways, so like most weddings, I'm sure you guys know the planning has been difficult. Julie's accused me, since I'm in the comedy business, of taking it a little too far, and apparently wanting to charge for the wedding was not appropriate. And I'm just glad I didn't tell her about my idea for a 2-drink minimum. Oh, this is good. Well, I mean, literally, you know, this morning, for those of you who were at the wedding who saw that trellis, I was at frickin' Home Depot at 8 this morning getting that stuff. I mean, so I haven't been able to fully, but anyways, Julie, again, is Scottish, like a lot of you know, and yes. I've learned a lot about the Scottish culture. I've learned what a numpty is. I've learned what it is to be daft. And I have heard the words bloody and I more times in the last month than I have my whole life. And for the non-Scottish people, you won't understand any of that. And it's been difficult. I mean, for me, the Scottish accent is difficult to understand, but it's got some great benefits. And just a couple weeks ago, Julie asked me to take out the trash. And she came home and I hadn't done it, and she said, "Why didn't you take out the trash?" And I said, "Oh, I thought you told me to go play golf today." So, another great thing, single guys dating a Scottish girl is awesome, because I remember the first time I brought her back to my house, she did not even think it was weird that I was wearing a dress. And of course, like my brother said, Julie's gorgeous, and she's definitely out of my league. We are now one of those couples. When I would look at them walking down the street and I would say, "What the hell is she doing with that guy?" Right? We're now one of those couples. I see a few of them in here. And here's what I always used to think. Okay, and before I say this, I want you to let you know, again, one of the reasons I'm with Julie, she approved this joke. I got it checked out at home. I used to think, well, this guy's got a lot of money, he's got a big schlong, or both, okay? And I've been with Julie now for 2 years, and I can tell you, you don't need any of those things to get a hot chick. You definitely do not. I actually met Julie in an untraditional way, very untraditional. It's kind of crazy. A lot of people don't do it this way, but here's how I met her. I met her in person. Just no internet, no chat room line or anything like that. So So, a matter of fact, that's the first person I'd like to thank tonight is Ann Kelly, who's way back there in that, I don't even know what you call that. But, because what happened was Ann, and then also there's Joanne and some other people were part of this, what I call the UK contingent, who would come to some of my comedy shows every once in a while. And then one day, what was it, like May of 2008, Ann came in with Julie, and I was doing material about internet dating. And then Julie, after the show, we kind of got talking, she says, I wish I could do a Scottish accent. Just pretend this is one. You don't need the darn internet. Sounds like an Indian. Okay. You don't need the internet. You're handsome. And that right there, I knew she was delirious. So, anyways, I got her number. I could go through the whole thing, but a couple months later, as they say, what do they say? The rest is history, I guess. But I do want to say there was a test. I don't know if anybody has ever seen the movie, which I can't remember now. Diner. Thank you. And there was a test, so to speak, with Julie. Okay, number one, she had to love, not like, but she had to love my dog Tiger. Okay, and she did. Number two, she had to like, not love, just tolerate my mom Isabel. Because you can't expect miracles. But I'm glad to say she does love my mom, of course, which I'm very happy. And last but not least, and she doesn't even know this is the first time she's hearing it, there's a movie called The Aristocrats. It's not The Aristocats. Has anybody ever seen The Aristocrats? It's basically the most vile and vulgar language movie there is. Okay? So if you think you've seen it, then that doesn't mean anything to you. You haven't seen it. So I said, hey Julie, you want to watch this movie, The Aristocrats? And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. And she was laughing her ass off. And right then I knew this was the girl for me.